All right, today we are talking about large number addition with regrouping, and we will review what regrouping involves. Now, one thing I just want to say when we are dealing with large numbers, and I consider this a large number, it has 1, 2, 3, 4 digits that are being added to 1, 2, 3, 4 digits. Those are quite large numbers, I think. One thing I notice that happens is some kids sometimes have a tendency to rush. And I encourage my students to kind of take it slow and double check their work, make sure that they're adding and in this case, adding correctly and double checking, because it's so easy to make careless errors, right? So let's get to it. Now, I can't stress this enough. When we are adding numbers, using the column addition method, and column just means they're stacked this way, we always start at the right, this side that I just circled. I still have some students that want to start all the way over here. You are going to get the wrong answer if you do that, because you are not going to be able to regroup properly. So you must always remember to start in the ones place. And here, at the very top here, at the very top, I have the place values typed up so that you can remember that this is the ones place, and we've got to always start at the ones place. So let's get to it. We're going to add 0 and 5. Now, 0 and 5, what does that equal? I know that that equals 5. I don't need to regroup. I do not need to regroup. And then I am done with this ones column. I can now go to the tens column. So we're just going to work our way in this direction. Don't skip around. We're just going to work our way in that direction. And now we're going to add 9 plus 2. Now, some kids, they know their addition facts really well. They're going to know that 9 plus 2 equals 11. But if you're not sure, you can use your fingers, or you can use dots or lines. So I have some students who will do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we're going to add 2 more. So we can now count them. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. My answer is 11. I now know that 9 plus 2 equals 11. So if 9 plus 2 equals 11, do I put 11 in that column? No way, Jose. We gotta actually, we're only gonna take the number in the ones place of the sum. So we're gonna put a 1 here. Oops, I want the same color. We're gonna put a 1 here. And you see this one over here? We are going to carry it or regroup it over. And I just put a plus 1. Now, some people, they'll just put a simple 1 over here to remember to add that 1. I generally like my students to get into the habit of putting a plus 1 so that they don't make it like 16 or something. But you do whatever works for you. Now, moving on, we are going to do 6 plus 0. Oh, but I cannot forget that plus 1. So 6 plus 0 is 6. But if I add 1, so it's 6 plus 0. Let me actually write it down. We're doing 6 plus 0, but we can't forget this plus 1. Plus 1, well, that equals 7. So I am now going to put 7 in this column. And it's a one-digit number. I don't need to regroup anything. And now I can move on to the next column. And I've just got to add 3 plus 1. What is 3 plus 1? Well, it is 4. So I now have my answer, 4,715. And if you've already learned how to insert the comma, you can put the comma where it belongs. And there's my answer. Let's do another one. You're going to have to pardon me because I do have a little cold right now. This one actually does not involve regrouping. These are all from my class, so we're going to go straight to this one. All right, so 7 plus 4. Again, Now I happen to know, because I know my addition facts, that 7 plus 4 is 11. But if you're not sure, try the dot or the line method. I do dots. Some people do lines. Let's do lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we're going to add 7 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now let's count them all up. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we've got 11. I have a 2-digit number, so I need to regroup. I'm going to take the number in the ones place, and I'm going to put it right over here. Oops. And then I am going to carry this other one and make it a +1 in the next column. And now I got to do all my work in the next column following the same method. Let's do it. I do 8 plus 2 plus 1. Let me write that down. 8 plus 2 plus 1. Again, if you're not sure what that is, again, I know 8 plus 2 is 10 and 10 plus 1 is 11, so I know the answer is going to be 11. But if you need to use dots or lines, you can do that too. And that is perfectly fine. So now, what are we going to do? We can't put both numbers. Only one number can go in each column. And it's always going to be the number in the ones place. So we're going to put the 1 over here. And guess what we're going to do with this one? We are going to add it to the next column. +1. Going to erase this so it doesn't get confusing. And now I just have 1 plus 1, that's 2. There's nothing to carry over. And if it helps to put an invisible 0 there, you can do that, but there's nothing to add in this column. It's just 8,124 plus 87. And there's an invisible 0 there too. Nothing to add there. I can just put an 8. My answer is 8,211. Let's just do one more, just for kicks. 3,568 plus, let's do 2,578. Let's do those two numbers. Let's add up these big numbers, 4 digits each. All right, so which side do we start with? Do we start with this side or this side? Again, always remind yourself that you've got to start in the ones column, which is to the furthest to the right. What is 8 plus 8? 8 plus 8 is 16. But if it's a 2-digit number or more, we only take the ones digit and we put it in the column, and then we take the other digit and we add it to the next column. That's what we got to do. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add up these 3 numbers, not just the 2 numbers, but the 3 numbers. So I have to do 6 plus 7 plus 1. I cannot forget about that 1 that was just added to that column. And again, you can use dots, or if you know your addition facts really, really well, you can use your addition facts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus 1. Let's count them all up. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I've got 14 total dots. So that means 6 plus 7 plus 1 equals 14. Well, what am I going to do? I have a 2-digit number again. Well, I'm going to remember the rules. The ones digit goes over here, and then I'm going to carry this 1 to the next column over. All right, we are just rocking and rolling. And now we're going to add this column, and we cannot forget about that +1 that we carried over. 5 plus 5 is 10. We add 1, and we're going to get 11, and we're going to put the 1 from the ones place there, and we're going to carry the 1. A lot of carrying, a lot of regrouping. And carrying is another way of describing the regrouping process. So I use both words, but they mean the same thing. And now I've got 3 plus 2 plus 1. 3 plus 2, that's 5. And then 5 plus 1, that's 6. So I'm going to put a 6 over here. And now I've got my answer. My answer is 6,146. Stick that comma right in there. And that's all for today. And as with anything, practice makes progress. So we are going to practice this a lot. Till next time.